right, dudes and dudettes, welcome to today's broadcast of Sink the Bismarck. Now, where we left off last time, let me see here. I was still contemplating whether or not I want to go ahead and just build a larger sized Scharnhorst ship, or if I want to hold off on that because we still got a lot of refits to do, and we're building our new Granatenwerfer or Granatenwerfer class battleship, which is our first one built on the modern battleship hull, complete with 16.9-inch bomb dropping cannon. 4 more turns there, 2 more turns there, 2 more turns there, 1 more turn in Northern Australia. That's the naval invasion there, right? And then 2 more turns in the Gilbert and Ellice Islands. Had we launched another naval invasion on France or Japan? No, we got one working on Japan somewhere. I guess it's going to be Ceylon. That would be the logical place anyway. All right. Did I not bring... No, I didn't, because I was going to go ahead and sweep the Pacific first. Yes, we were going to go ahead and sweep the Pacific first. All right, so anyway. I'm going to go ahead and move these guys over to Perth. Hopefully they'll resupply either en route or after they get there. I have my reservations about 31% ammo against 3 battleships. I don't care how low quality they are. Okay, let me see here. We got them. Pensacola. All of these guys are being refit. We've got 7 months to go. We've got 3 months to go, and we've got 9 months to go. So we're still there again. We're still cranking those guys out. And did I say I was going to go ahead and build another one of those Hessens just to replace that Grash Bay, or was I going to design a new one? You know, I could do one of the historical builds. But I've still got 40... Oh, God, I've got... No. I've got 52,000 tons to work with. Let me see here. He's got 3 months left on the Friedrich der Grosse. The Kaiser's got 9 months. So let me go ahead and put the other Kaiser into port here. The Kaiser upgrade was also a really big one. And what do we got coming down the pipe for research? I think we just got Mark 4.8s. Yes, we did. And soon we will be having... Oh, God. Mark 1 19-inch guns. And then the air gyroscope is going to bring our 12 kilometers. A 12-kilometer range in 4 months on our torpedoes. Advanced battleship funnels. Okay. I think we've got double geared turbine, um, which are highly efficient engines. Um, Let me see here. It's 5% maintenance. Actually, the double gears are fairly cheap. 5% engine weight versus negative 25% engine weight. Less vibrations. Um, hmm. Hmm. Okay. That's an interesting thought then. All right, let's go into the next turn. I mean, theoretically, if we were to build the Scharnhorst in a more historically accurate timetable, we've got like a decade, really, before we have to worry about even having them done. Um, okay, we've got another engagement with the British, or not the British, the Brazilian surface fleet. Okay, so we've got our battleship division. I'm gonna sail them. Well, keep them going dead ahead for now. Um, these two fleets keep getting mixed up, and it's kind of annoying. Okay. I'll tell you what. The heavy cruisers, I'm just gonna send over there. The destroyers, I'm gonna follow them, and then the Undyne. Go ahead and follow them as well. Alright, come on, let's get off of the collision avoidance because all it's doing is making you run into people. Slow him down so that people can form up. So, wait, what? Oh. God. And this is why I did not want these two fleets to be mixed, because they just start doing really, really wonky stuff. Oh god, they've got good torpedo range. Yeah, this could be very problematic. Okay. Let's put everybody on torpedo avoidance. Oh boy, this is gonna get messy. Oh my gentle Jesus. Oh my gentle Jesus. Come on, guys. Ah, we ran into one. Oh, clear it. Please clear it. How did our oh god. This is why I did not want my ships mixing this way. I did not want my fleets mixing this way. Because they just do stupid, crazy things. No, don't follow him. Get any torpedo hits? No. I'll tell you what, just get out of there. I do love that. I find that to be hilarious that they have such high armored fire, even at closer ranges. I mean, yeah, they're not accurate. They're not accurate at all. Let's see what that plunging fire actually does. If it hits, if it hits. Like I said, they're fun to build, but they're not like superb. me, or is it a little choppy right now? Oh, we obliterated his structure. And I'm neglecting the battleship. Oh, I hope this, I hope it's not. Structural damage. Let's see here, where was I? Go ahead and retreat. B-79. Where are you going, guy? Where are you going, guy? Oh my goodness. This is what I'm talking about. Yeah, you see that really high arc of fire. I mean, it plunges right down on them. Look at those. They're just dropping like dive bombers. Oh my god. Can I set them so that these fleets don't do that anymore? Because that's really, I mean, it's just like, wow. Okay. Uh-oh. Well, now this is going to be interesting. Because what we have here is a Japanese dreadnought. So I guess some of those Brazilian ships might have been from Japan at one point. It's possible. Well, we'll see how these guys do. We are smaller. We are faster. Actually, let me see here. Do I want to do that, or do I want to do this? Let's send the light cruiser, and we'll follow these guys. All right. What's the range on his torpedoes? 7.3. Okay. Okay. Did we clip him with one? Okay. Our work here is done, I think, guys. Uh-oh. We're going to get him hard, I think. Two of them at least. Gotta love that improved smoke composition. Yeah, I don't think we're gonna get him just through sheer firepower. Alright, time to activate those tubes. I'm gonna do a strafing run. Oh, does anybody else feel like the Death Star run here? It's away! Apple. And down goes Frazier. Down goes Frazier. Frazier's down. Now he only really got my cruiser. So there again, you can deal with the larger ships, but you kind of have to be a little aggressive with them. 24. Oh yeah, we're good. At 110%, they want the Lubics. Okay, yeah, we can build some of them for Denmark. Okay. Where am I at with destroyer construction? Because I know I'm building a mess of those 2000s. Okay, so ship design. Let's go ahead and build 6 more. And where would we like to send them? All of them except for 2 were in Tampa, Palau, and then Friedrich Wilhelmshaven. Let's send two to Tsingtao, which is Kaicho Bay, I think is what the name of the province is. Can we find a different way to organize these? That would be smashing. And then the other ones are going to go to Gulf Coast. Where is Gulf Coast? Ah, there we go. Tampa. Tampa. Actually, in the other ones, the last two I'm going to send to Pilau again. Pilau. Oh, and look at that, Pearl Harbor. Hmm. Because we conquered Hawaii. On the island, we do it island style. Western Gilbert and Elise. On the island, we do it island style. Hey, come on. I lived out there for a while. John Cruz and family, good people. And the French fleet hasn't moved. We went and hit them and sank all of their escorts anyway. I thought their battleships had sunk in that battle. Ugh. That's what I get for not paying attention, right? Okay, that's just a and still got 15 months on that. The oh no, the Kaiserin's not hasn't been refit yet. Okay. So we've got 33 and some change um, on the refit. It's going to be cutting it real tight. Okay, let's see what we get. Oh wow, it comes in just under ton. Wow, look at it, 3 tons under. Wow. Okay, that means that I cannot put that Thuringia in dry dock just yet, so it's gonna have to move with the rest of the fleet. Yeah.
Mic off. Mic on.
Sorry, I seem to be having a little bit of an issue with my sinuses today. All right. And one last bit of cleanup, what I'm going to want to try to do here. Indonesian seas. Ah, those two. Okay. The ones that I moved over there, they're going to get refit soon. Maracaibo. Though I think in Maracaibo it's from the scattergun fleet, if I'm not mistaken. Um, the Elbing took a hard hit. That last one. It's 57,000 and it's 51,000 between those two ships. And those are twos, right? Yes. Is he still running? No, he's running 16s. 15 and 16. Um, okay, so that 1500 in Maracaibo, we're going to go ahead and set him to defend for the time being. Actually, you know what? No. Let's put him back on sea control. That'll work. And then I really just need to go on through uh, pretty much all of my remaining 1200s. Oh my God, actually, it's not a lot. Let me see here. Those, him, and then the rest of these guys. Okay. Let's go ahead and mothball all of y'all. All right, and then our little allies can buy them up as they see fit. The Geyers, actually, the Brimsey here. Oh, good grief! I did. All right, all of the 12s, all of the 12s. Just set on defend. There we go. And the reason for setting those on defend like that, actually, it's relatively simple. Actually, is because it actually reduces the upkeep. I think. Let me see. Am I right on that? Let's see here. Well, if we put him on sea control, okay, his maintenance is up at 331,500. Okay. And then if we go ahead and, because he's going to get, I'm mothballing all of these anyway. It goes down to 55, 55 too. And then if we put them on depend, oh, nope, it really does nothing actually. So if they're mothballed, they're mothballed. We get the Frauenlob. Let's go ahead and mothball the Frauenlob. And then we got a couple of Geyers still out in the Caribbean. I can't believe that. 3 tons, gang. 3 tons underweight. Oh, we got a submarine engagement here. Let's go ahead and torpedo some more. Wow, just three subs sitting there in southern Greece, just raking his entire. Okay, so we got Bayerns there. We got Verths, or the other guys. Okay, the Verths and some more Verths. And then this guy is an MG42 who will be going back probably to just cover the North Atlantic. Yeah, we'll put him off the shore of Ponta Delgada there. Okay, so Portugal, let me see here. Portugal's getting invaded. 3 more turns on northern Colombia. 1 more turn on Suriname. 1 more turn on eastern Gilbert and Ellice. And then Ceylon is 2 turns away. So we're just, yeah, we've got our fleets around, and we're just, we're hammering away. Army logistics are still at 100. That's really nice, actually. And then we got those 19-inch guns. So I'd like to see higher tech on some of my other turrets before I start worrying about things like building the Bismarck and whatnot. Yeah. Okay. Oh, let's see here. You know, I might have to push cruiser designs in order to get at it. Now, let me see here. There was one battleship, or not battleship, battle cruiser that I was supposed to be looking at doing. The Moltkes were the first, I think. Nope, the Zedlets was the first. The Von der Tann. Oh, that's preceded by the Zedlets, and then there was the Derflinger. The Derflinger and the Mackenzens. They were armed with 30 centimeters is 30 and a half centimeters was 12 inch. Let's see here. Yeah, the Derflingers were actually quite beautiful looking ship. They were for for the era. They were very much modern. More so anyway. But the Mackenzens, I think, were the last. The Mackenzens. Okay. Uh-huh. 35 centimeter guns. Those are 13.8s. Wow. None of them were ever finished. And then the Ersatz York. Uh, 3 were planned and 3 were canceled. And the Yorks would have had 15-inch guns. Hmm. I don't know. I don't know that I'm going to be able to. I mean, I guess theoretically I could design some other dreadnought style ships, battle cruisers, that is. Let me see here. Let's go back to the Mackenzens. And they would have looked a lot like the Derflinger. Um, 13.8-inch main guns with a weight, a displacement at full load of 35,300 tons. Um, Two funnels. Let's see if we can't. I'm gonna have a look see at this because this actually intrigues me. Um, though technically the hull is supposed to be. It's just it's with the hull types. So it's really difficult because some of these hull types just don't comport with the reality. We got Dreadnought 5, we got Battle Cruiser 5, Battle Cruiser 4. Battle Cruiser 4 would be the only thing on which you could build, but the idea was is that with these, the deck here was flush all the way across the back. Uh-oh. When did we get the modern heavy cruiser? Um, technically, technically that's the hull on which the Derflinger would have been built. But it doesn't carry enough weight. But what we can do now is design the Prinz Eugen. Okay. Let me see here. Where is that? The SMS Blücher, Admiral Hipper class cruisers. The Blücher was the last of the armored cruisers. Well, she was a hefty little thing, 17,500 tons. I'm going to go ahead and nix out of that, though. The Admiral Hippers, on the other hand, displacement design was 16,170 tons. But at full load, she decked out at 18,200 tons. So, let's go ahead and design the Admiral Hippers. And for those of you that are history buffs, that would include the Prinz Eugen. So 18,000. Oops. Yeah, we're looking at 18,200 tons at max load. And then we're not going to get there yet. Not going to get there yet. Okay, so oh man. Oh boy. When did all this happen? You know what? No, I'm just gonna go ahead and build the modern light cruisers. All right, so those last ones, the Lübecks were 7,005. I'm gonna build let's see what a 10,000 ton light cruiser might do us. Or do we want to go with 9,000, 8,000, 8,500? I want the shorter. I want the shorter haul across here. Okay, so there's that. I'm going to go ahead and increase the draft. What is our draft currently at? It's currently at 12 feet 7 or 12 feet 1 inch. If we go with a 5% increase on the draft, that gets us to 12.5. And what if we go with a 10% increase on the draft? That gets us to 13.9. So 5, let me see here, 10, how about 9? How about 7? How about 6? 12.5. How about 7 again? 7 goes back to 13.6. So how about 6.5? How about 6.1? 6.2? 6.3? 6.4? And 6.5 jumps back up to, so let's go say 6.4. All right. And we're going to go back to 8,500 tons. Okay, the beam. And we'll see. We'll have to see. What's the max speed? The max speed on this hull is 35.5. The Lübecks were capable of 30 knots. And ultimately, we're going to have battleships that are capable of 30 to 32 knots. So let's just go ahead and say 35 knots is going to be his speed, which is making him slightly slower than our destroyers. Okay, the main tower. So modern tower 1, and the secondary tower We want rear tower 2. We want rear tower 4. Do we want to just go big? Rear tower 5. Might be a nice compromise. Okay. Alright. Main guns. What do we want for main guns? I think we want to go, instead of 5.9s, which is what the Lubics have, I think we want to go back to something in the 6-inch variety. Or do we just want to go up to 7s? We could mount 7s. That would make for a potent fleet cruiser. Let's go. Let's see what the difference is going to be. We've got 6-inch gun. Okay, we've got 7-inch gun. Let's see what the difference is between 6.7 and 7. Gonna go with the maximum allowable length and 0.7, 6.7s. Okay, what's the difference between these two guns? We got 45 to 48 versus 43 to 45. 2.6 rate of fire versus 2.78. It's not much of a difference, is it? 293, 479. 293, 470. So the damage is slightly better, but the rate of fire and the accuracy offset, I rather like having the 6.7. So let's go with the 6.7s. We'll go back to 2-barrel 6.7s, but now we're getting 4 of them. Okay, so the aft offset. Funnels. What do we want for funnels? Do we want 2 funnels or do we want a single funnel? Actually, the first thing we need to do before we do that is switch over to oil. And we are going to go with, let me see here. We got turbines. We got geared turbines, which are slightly more expensive. Turbines. Let me see what these funnels do, because if we can get away with just standard turbines on this thing, then that would be super. And of course, that funnel's not big. That's a 52. Well, we could put the heavy funnel up front. Man, it doesn't do it unless we go with the biggest of the secondary towers. What's that going to do overall to the ship? Actually, if anything, it would be good to do. Here's why: because it'll add weight. It'll add weight to the stern. Wow, and it's still not big enough. That's slightly disappointing, actually. Okay, so we go to turbines, we go to turbo electric, and then I think what that means actually is that we can, we can go ahead and put 2 of the smaller funnels on there. There we go. Okay, so the aft weight, oh, good grief. The turbo electric versus the geared turbine. It's 102, 107, 105, to 146. God, those. So yeah, the turbo electric actually would be a good mediary for this. All right, we're gonna want hydraulic number 1. Do we want to put an auxiliary diesel? Yeah, let's go ahead and stick an auxiliary diesel on this guy. Anti-flood 2. Crop 4. Now the question is, do we want to put a Citadel? Yeah, let's at least put Citadel number 3. Let's go with coincidence 4. Sonar 1, RDF, and depth charge 2. Outfit our fleets with some good ASW. Okay, so we'll go with 4, we'll go with 2, we'll go with 2. We still got a little bit of an aft offset. We're going to go with 1.5 on the deck. The forward deck will go with 1 inch. The after deck will go with 1 inch. That's actually kind of funny because we've got an aft offset now, which is not something we typically get. And that there actually makes for a well-balanced ship. Superstructure. We'll leave that at a 1/2 inch actually. Citadel armor, inner deck 1/2 inch, outer belt we'll go with 1 inch, or first inner belt 1 inch, second inner belt 1/2 inch. All right, we're rapidly coming down. Let me see here. Yeah, let's stick with 8/7 on the turrets. We're gonna go with 1.5 on the top, and then the barbette. What's the barbette? We'll go with a 5-inch barbette. Okay. Now for the secondary guns, we can't mount those there, but we can mount two-barreled twins. Let me see here. I'm gonna go there and there. Okay, and we're going to go with 57 millimeters at maximum length. Okay, so let's put a pair of quintuple tubes. Yeah, if we move that in there, it doesn't quite work, does it? And then for secondaries, plop a pair of 88s. Also. Interesting thought, actually. Can we stick, no, those aren't going to work there. What about one of these? Nope, that's definitely not going to work. That's not going to work. That's not going to work. My God. Why are barbettes so difficult? Oh, look at that. We got a tall one and a medium one. That's new. They didn't, I don't remember the fishing trawler looking thing being there like that before. Anyway, torpedoes. Let's go with wow, plus 50% accuracy. Let's go with the electric prop torpedoes, even though they are a little more expensive. And 21-inch size. So yeah, we're gonna have to remove those 5s and maybe put a pair of quad launchers on here, huh? Okay, so that's what that's gonna do. So let's go back to a 0 beam. Go back to a 0 beam. Oh my goodness. We're not gonna be able to put torpedo tubes on this thing at all, are we? Unless we go with underwater tubes, which, well, we can slap 5 underwater tubes on it. So what do they weigh? They weigh 11. And if we put 5, that's going to be 22 by 5. That's yeah, no. I don't know. Maybe a pair of triples would be a better compromise, huh? I don't know. Yeah, but now they gotta hang out. I hate it when they do that. Yeah, no, we're not gonna do that either. Maybe, that's what we'll do. Oh, good grief. Why? Okay. So the turbo electrics are too heavy. What about the geared? Yeah, but the geared. Oh my goodness. Okay, hold on. Wow, that gets us right at 100%, and it still balances the ship. Okay, so torpedo launchers. Let's go with. Can we do trip? Can we get away with triples? No, triples aren't gonna tuck in there. Go back to doubles. There we go. So what we can do, we can go ahead and mount a pair of double launchers. There we go. And let me see here. Those are just 3-inch guns. We want 88s, and we want long-barreled 88s. There we go. That's what we're talking about. All right. Okay. Or do we go with the underwater tubes? Anyway, tube powder and TNT. For the guns, we're going to go with semi-automatic reloads. We're going to go with electro-hydraulic turrets. Standard ammo on the torpedoes. All right. What do we want for shells? Do we want semi-ballistics? Do we want standard? Come on, give me my tooltip, please. Now, let's go with standard. Let's go with incendiaries. We'll go with increased HE shells. And for the shell size, let's go with light shells. There we go. So almost 50% accuracy. That's pretty good. All right, the aft weight. Oh boy. Let me see about underwater tubes then. Okay, good. And we got a slight forward offset, which there again would just add some ammo, or armor rather, to the rear deck. Give it a slight weight, aft offset. Okay. We got 5 underwater tubes, so that's going to be less of a chance for those things to hit the ones on the deck. Okay, now we're still about 300 tons underweight, so let's see here. Yeah, 300 tons underweight. Okay, so can we, oh, we can increase the range to maximum. Oh, look at that, bulkheads. Why was I was leaving it on maximum bulkheads. Oh my goodness, okay. Let's go to 3 inches and 3.2 if we can manage that. Yes, indeed we can. Give it a bit more armor protection. These are fleet light cruisers, and they're going to be well, they're going to be a little bit more under duress, I think. I could put another set of those up there, but I kind of don't want to. Yeah. Yeah, let's not worry about that. All right. So, we've got a modern light cruiser build in the Niobes. It's got an even beam and a higher draft. Mm-hmm. Okay. And I do. I like to take pictures of my new builds. Okay, that's that. And that, folks, will actually clear us for that episode. So, yeah, we're progressing. We're really starting to dominate more of the world. We've almost got Australia done. The Japanese, I think, are fixing to get knocked out pretty quick. Though I need more of my primary fleets over there. So maybe what I'll do is those MG42 fleets. I'll send those out into the Pacific to continue island hopping, while I bring the heavier Bayerns. I think they're over here. Bring those heavier Bayerns. Oops. Which is, how much does that fleet weigh? It's almost 100,000 tons. Bring that fleet over, um, to hopefully, anyway, bring about the collapse of the rest of, um, the French Empire. Whatever's left of France, I think, is relegated to the Pacific right now. Yeah, they have nothing in the Caribbean. Yeah, the French. The French are all scattered across the Pacific, except for well, Cochin China, which it looks like the Chinese actually are launching an invasion on, which it just started this turn. At least I hope it just started this turn. I mean, if really there's 161 French troops holding off 409,000 Chinese troops, and those Chinese troops are really bad. And remember, anything I say like that is based off of events progressing in the game, guys. So don't get offended. I know how sensitive some people are. Anyway, till next time, folks, this will be your captain logging off.